Welcome to another episode of What's Happening Hawaii, where we share the latest news on development and just things happening in Hawaii in general. Also, we share things that are real estate related. I am Mila Gibson-Bam, and I'm a real estate agent, along with my partner, Koa Cassidy, with Yasu behind the camera. As always, I'm gonna ask that you would leave us a thumbs up if you like this video, but also leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from or why you're watching. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do so by emailing us at info@dwellhawaii.com, or you can get in touch with us through the links in the description box. Welcome to Akea. Oh, you subscribed! We're starting at Ko Olina with some big, new, kind of old news. This is an empty lot that's been empty for a long time. Now, Ko Olina is 642 acres in its entirety. This lot is 26 acres, and the Atlantis is coming here. Now, I've been saying this since 2006 when I used to work at the Marriott. I used to sell timeshare when I first got my real estate license. I was in my 20s, okay, have grace. But I used to say, like, the Atlantis is coming there, the Disney resort is coming there, this is coming here, there's gonna be restaurants, a gas station, this and that. And I mean, back then there was like nothing here, and then it's interesting to see, like, almost 20 years later, how the things that I was saying back then have truly come to fruition. Now, the Atlantis has been quite controversial. As we all know, the Atlantis is a huge property. They're gonna need a lot of water to make it work and make it be what it is. But at the same time, when resorts come to areas like this where there's nothing, there's the potential that they're gonna provide jobs. And I can say that I am a testament to that. I sang at the Disney Aulani for like 10 years. Lots of people who work there live out on this side of the island, live on the leeward coast. Same if you go to the Four Seasons, you're gonna see a lot of the people who work there live in this area. So that's the potential for what this might provide. But anyway, people have a lot of mixed thoughts about it. It was previously owned by China Oceanwide. In 2016, they announced that Atlantis was definitely coming, and then it wasn't coming, and now it's coming again. A California-based developer has now taken over, and it's gonna be about $2 billion to create it. I don't know exactly when it's gonna be here, but it remains to be seen if it's gonna happen or not.
I wonder why it's consistent. It's stayed Atlantis for so long. Nobody's come with like a different idea.
I know. I feel like this could be, there was a time that we were saying the Ritz-Carlton might come. There's been light talks about different things, but Atlantis is kind of the thing that's stuck.
We'll see 5 years from now.
We'll see. And we're calling this a Dwell Hawaii exclusive. Makaha development. 644 acres that were purchased in a bankruptcy sale for just around $20 million. People are either gonna love this information or they're gonna hate it. I have a feeling most people are gonna hate it. So please don't shoot the messenger, just relaying information that we feel you need to know. Now, from what we're hearing, the plans for this area include detached homes, condos, resort mixed use property. They're thinking that they're probably going to take advantage of the zoning in the area that allows for short-term rentals. So that's kind of all the information we have for you right now, but we'll be sure to share more information as it develops. Here's a bittersweet development here at Ko Olina. After 47 years, the Paradise Cove Luau is closing at the end of the year. 172 people are currently employed here, so they'll need to be looking for new work. What's coming here is something called the Cove. Very original. Yasu said that earlier. That was kind of funny, but whatever. It is going to be like restaurants. It's a $135 million complex meant to serve this entire resort community here. It is supposed to create 500 jobs. This is a beautiful luau, so if you get the chance to see it by the end of 2025, I highly encourage it. But if not, I would say the next best luau here at Ko Olina is the Disney Aulani Kawa'a show. That show is fantastic, and I'm not saying it just because I used to sing in it, but because it is very Hawaiian focused. That show gives you the history of the Ewa Plain, gives you the history of this entire area here, so you get more of a sense of place rather than just be entertained and kind of like drink your Mai Tais. Like, there it's all Hawaiian. A typical luau show is Polynesian, which is also a very relevant part of our culture, of course. It is very sad to see this go away, but at the same time, we have to accept it and kind of, prepare for the future. And that's really the point of sharing this kind of information with everybody. It's important to know what's going on in your community so that you can also strategically make decisions for yourself. Maybe plan for the jobs that are coming. Get into a resort development early so that maybe you can climb the ladder, or even make real estate decisions based on what's happening. I know for my husband and I, when the rail was announced, when Koa Ridge was coming and we were living in Mililani, we were like, maybe we need to sell our Mililani place and move into town to kind of like get ahead of the traffic that's coming and the lane closures on the freeway at night. So, you know, and at the same time, sometimes people might think, well, maybe we need to buy in that area because the value might be increasing in the future. So if you want to have more discussions about strategic planning towards real estate, let us know. We can't keep ourselves away from Ho'opili. There's just a lot of development happening here. Earlier on a Ho'opili video, I said that they were moving away from single family homes, and that is true. They've pretty much been focusing on townhomes. I welcomed some owners home this morning, gave them their keys and their welcome home gift. They were so excited. They were able to get a unit at a place called Kapili. Prices there are pretty much $700,000 across the board. There's another townhouse community called Alana, same thing with the prices. And now they've also released this community called Akea. I haven't seen it yet. Honestly, I've been a little bit like, I don't think I want to look at those. Those are just like, you know, not something I want to tell my buyers that they should buy. So my mind's a little bit more open, and I'm excited to go and show you why, and that you can make up your mind. Let us know in the comments what you think of these homes at Akea. Let's go take a look. Welcome to Akea. These are called Gen homes. But DR Horton doesn't like that word, so that's the only time I'm going to say that. Gen, kind of meaning homes for the next generation. Now, the thing about these is that they're kind of like a condo alternative. Everything that is for sale right now in the Ho'opili community is in the $700,000 range. Most of what's being sold is Alana and Kapili. Those are your typical townhomes, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, around 1,000 square feet, with a maintenance fee right now of about $650. This is more like a condo alternative, if you would. You do have all the walls of the home. You're not sharing a wall, so it's not a condo, it's not a townhome. It is under 1,000 square feet. So this unit is a 2 bedroom and it's like 884 square feet or something like that. The price on this is $709,000. The maintenance fee plus the community association fee is roughly $150 per month. So that's really the main difference, because with the townhomes, you're paying $650 or more per month-ish, and there you're sharing a wall, but that maintenance fee also covers all of the exterior, the paint, the roof, you know, the common areas, the master insurance. Here you would have a far lower monthly fee of $150 or so, but you would be responsible for the exterior paint, the roof. You have little yards here, which is kind of nice. You get a lot more light because you've got windows on all 4 walls. Again, you're not sharing a wall. You can open windows and have breezes flow in and out. So not saying one product is better than the other, but just something that kind of fills a gap for people. In talking to the representatives at DR Horton, they were saying the reason why the developer created these was for people who are like, I'm never gonna be able to own a home. Maintenance fees are too high at townhomes. Single family homes are 1.1 million. So their goal is that this fills that gap for people. Okay, one other little tidbit about this place, it is wired for solar. So solar water heater is already here. And then if you want to have an electric car or, you know, put the full on PV shebang on the house, you can do so. It is ready for that. No garages here. So some of the townhomes actually have, actually all of them pretty much, except for one unit I know of. They have enclosed garages. Here you have open parking stalls. So give and take on both products. Walk-in closet here. Yasu said earlier this reminds him of Japan, which I was like, that's right. Like, I remember on my trips to Japan, this is very reminiscent of homes you'll see there. It's kind of like minimal, kind of like everything you need, you know, washer, dryer, a little bit of storage under the stairs. The other unit next door, there's people working in there, so we may not go in it, but that one's a 3 bedroom, and there's like a bonus space at the top of the steps that could serve as an office. So Yeah, I think they're only making like less than 100 of these homes, maybe 96 or something. I may have those numbers all messed up, but yeah, first time seeing these. A new Michelin star restaurant has landed in Ewa Beach at the Ewa 360 Golf Club. It's called Domo Domo, and they're out of New York. The food looks amazing according to Yasu. He's from Japan, so we're gonna let him tell us whether or not the food is good, but I have a feeling it is. And we're gonna finish up the rest of the video in there. Let's go. Okay, while we wait for our food here at Domo Domo, which I asked Yasu, what does Domo Domo mean? And like, we couldn't really like pin it down. And that's the interesting thing about languages, I think, because they're not all like exactly translatable. Like some words they just are. So anyway, thought that was pretty cool. I thought Domo was like thanks, but it's not. Anyway, since we just left Ho'opili and we were talking about different housing options, here's another one. The park on Keeaumoku recently opened. Owners got their keys. Now there are still developer units available at that project. The park on Keeaumoku is in somewhat of a new community. Keeaumoku is a street that's been in existence for a long time with like really iconic eateries. Like Like Drive-In was there. Sorabo Korean restaurant was there. We used to joke and call it Keeaumoku because then there were also other Korean restaurants and stores in the area. The park on Keeaumoku, it's pretty cool. It's 2 towers. There is an affordable housing aspect to it. Lots of amenities, lots of retail, lots of shopping and restaurants coming to the area. The developer is still offering units, but I will caveat that to say that there are also resale units available, some of which are priced below the developer pricing. Developer is still offering incentives, like one of them is they will prepay your maintenance fees for 2 years. But if you look to the resales and see the price difference for the people that got into the project early and have allowed it to appreciate, you can get the better deal on the resale unit. So all that to say, lots of details, but if you're interested in that building, let us know. We'd be happy to help you with that. This one is very hot off the press. We were talking earlier in some of our other videos about Park Lane 2. If you're familiar with Park Lane, it's one of the most luxurious condo projects in Honolulu. It's the one that's attached to Ala Moana Center. It was developed by Kobayashi. Kobayashi was talking about doing Park Lane 2, which is a little bit more down on the Diamond Head side of Ala Moana, on the Makai side or the ocean side by Macy's. They've shifted gears. Now it's being called 1588 Ala Moana Boulevard. There's now going to be a rental building, and then you're also going to have the luxury condos, and there's going to be a luxury hotel, along with a lot of retail space as well. This was just announced that they did a full-on pivot away from just the plain old, luxury Park Lane 2. Now it's somewhat of a mixed-use project, which is kind of great. It's nice to see that there's going to be other options being offered in that area. So stay close to us on that. We'll be sure to release more information as we get it. Ooh.
Corn rig is ready.
Thank you.
I'll bring the one small bowl for the bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the name of this again? The corn rib.
Fried corn rib.
Fried corn ribs. Is this a Japanese thing?
Yeah, you see it.
You see a lot of corn.
Yeah.
But you see corn in Korean food too, quite a bit. And what we've learned is that Domo Domo is a fusion of Korean and Japanese food. And there's a location in New York, a location in New Jersey, 5 locations in Texas, and now they've got their 8th location here in Ewa. So excited to dive in. Yes, sweet. I'm gonna grab the little one so I can do a TV bite. Put lemon all over. Oh, sorry. 5-second rule. Okay. Mmm.
You said there was like magic salt.
Mm-hmm. It's got that umami thing going on. That's salty, sour, sweet, savory, buttery. I like it. I could imagine after golfing 18 holes that this would be so delicious with beer. I like it. So spicy ahi. This is probably like a California-ish, maybe.
I think that was salmon
And then shrimp tempura. Some kind of crunchy something. Miso soup, cabbage salad. What do you call this? That almost looks like the Korean.
Yeah, I think it is.
Japchae?
Japchae, yeah.
And soybeans.
Edamame.
Edamame. cute. Wow. I'm gonna have to work for this a little bit, but I think the point is, oh, cute. Keeps the nori nice and crispy. Okay, so we just, oh, they're so smart. And then this side too. Or do I just eat it like that? Maybe not. Take it off. Take it off. Okay. Yasu knows. Okay, before I bite into this, we've had some big sales in not real estate, but it is real estate. Kamehameha schools. We talked about them in our first What's Happening Hawaii episode. They just sold the land under the Royal Hawaiian Hotel for over $500 million to a Japanese corporation. This is huge. Typically, Kamehameha schools, they are the largest private landowner in the state of Hawaii, and they're known to lease the land out. And then that's just part of the trust. It's part of what educates the children of Hawaii. And they've been liquidating. Why, we don't really know. There is some speculation out there, which I don't really want to say it. You can kind of draw your own conclusions or research it on your own, but just know that it is something they're doing. They also liquidated the land under the Four Seasons at Hualalai, and who bought it? Michael Dell. So lots of that going on. There was another one. Oh, Kamehameha Drive-In, which is in Akea. I will admit, I'm gonna date myself. I've seen movies at the drive-in theater back in the, way back in the day. But that lot has been sitting vacant for quite some time. The LDS Church just bought that lot, so who knows what's going in there? Is it gonna be a temple? Is it gonna be some sort of a shopping center of some, who knows? We have no idea. There was one other big LDS purchase recently. I wanna say it was in Maui. They bought a significant parcel of land there, so. That pretty much wraps up everything new that's happening in Hawaii at this time. We aim to do these around every 3 weeks or so. It's kind of fun because I get to go and eat new places. I'm excited to be eating here at Domo Domo, and let's take a bite. Let's go. Good. Really good. Interesting, the owner of this restaurant actually follows us on Dwell, or subscribes, and he was excited to come over here and prove it. Oh, you subscribed! Wow! No. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for having us. We just decided like a little while ago, let's go try this place. It's wonderful. That was awesome. He said that he was researching Eva and was looking on YouTube for real estate information and information in general, and he found us and liked it and decided to subscribe. So very cool. And then he gave me a beer. Thanks for hanging out with us today. You got two exclusives, the Makaha development and this new restaurant, Domo Domo, which just opened 2 days ago. If there's anything we can do for you, if you have any questions about anything, please reach out to us at info@dwellhawaii.com. Of course, you can leave us a comment. Give us a like, please, if you thought this video was valuable. We hope to see you again.